everyone voting today, there are certain items you must bring and then things that you are not allowed to do once you are at the polls. So Taylor, the general only comes every 4 years. I know we did have the primary, but let's go over what everyone should expect if they're headed out to vote today.
Yeah, we could all use a refresher. So you need something with your photo ID and a signature on it. Here's a list from the Lee County Supervisor of Elections Office website that'll work. Your driver's license, a passport, maybe a military or student ID. If you forgot your ID, anything with your picture and signature, you could still vote, but on a provisional ballot. So they will double check your signature on that to make sure it matches what they have on record at their office. You can bring your phone in with you to vote at your polling location, and you can bring in your sample ballot or a piece of paper to kind of use as a cheat sheet of what you're voting for to kind of speed up that process. You can take a picture of your ballot, but it's actually against Florida law to post it online. There are 6 important amendments on your ballot today. So here's what your vote on Amendments 4, 5, and 6 actually mean. One of the most controversial amendments on your ballot this year, Amendment 4. It says government cannot prohibit, penalize, or delay an abortion procedure before fetus viability or when necessary to protect patients' health. So if approved, Amendment 4 would get rid of Florida's current 6-week abortion ban. Amendment 4 does not get rid of the legislature's authority to require parents to be notified before a minor has an abortion. So if you vote yes on Amendment 4, that means you support legalizing abortion in Florida's Constitution, leaving it up to the woman and her doctor of when to get the procedure. If you vote no, that means Florida's 6-week abortion ban remains in place. Important to note, there are some exceptions to that law, including for victims of sex crimes. Homeowners, listen up. Amendment 5 has to do with changes to your property taxes. So your homestead exemption is your home's value that is exempt from taxes. The question with Amendment 5, do you want to tie your homestead exemption to yearly inflation? So if inflation goes up, so does your homestead exemption, saving you money on property taxes. If inflation goes down, nothing happens. So why wouldn't I want to save money? The thing is, property taxes pay for things like road maintenance, police and fire services. Local governments may be forced to raise taxes in other areas to make up that money. So if you vote yes on Amendment 5, you support tying your homestead exemption to yearly inflation. If you vote no, your homestead exemption stays the same. Did you know your taxpayer money helps fund campaigns for our governor and 3 other statewide offices? If approved, Amendment 6 would get rid of that funding. So right now, people running for Florida's governor, attorney general, chief financial officer, and agricultural commissioner have the ability to dip into this public pot of money to run their campaigns. Critics say taking this money away will make it harder for certain people to run for these offices. Only the wealthy or those supported by special interest groups would be able to, while supporters argue that taxpayer money could be better used for other things in the state. If you vote yes on Amendment 6, it gets rid of that public pot of taxpayer money for the 4 statewide offices, and candidates are on their own to run their campaigns. If you vote no, that funding remains available. And a reminder, those amendments still need 60% of the vote to pass. And there might not be anyone more on edge of their seat than Governor Ron DeSantis for a couple of them. In the next 15 minutes, why political experts say he can end election night as the biggest winner or loser.